Hey guys, today is Sunday, the August the 24th. It is beautiful out here and it's almost 1 o'clock. There's a nice breeze and it's like 81 degrees out here is what my app showed, weather app. And it's not humid and hot. So I was able to upload 2 of my videos this morning. Took a while. And just kind of relaxing a little today. And I was coming out here to check out my tomatoes and see if there's any more to harvest today. I'm over my fence and I can already tell something's been in here. They ate all of the lamb's quarter that was sitting there. Let me go ahead and check out the cucumber that we was watching. So much easier to see him now after I trimmed. Yeah, he's still getting fat up here, but skinny down here, so it's not really, not ready, from my experience, at least. Oh, but look, here's another one. Looky there. That one's getting fat too. I'll let it sit there. Let's see if there's... Are you still climbing up on top here? Yeah. Good. Poor cabbages. Broccolis. Everything's been ate up. I don't think it looked like that when I finished weed eating over here, but it is now. Not sure if I'm going to get to weed eating today or not. We'll see. But I'll come back over here and start picking my almost red tomatoes or red tomatoes. Splitting out. Pretty white morning glory. The wind's blowing today. Alright. Make our way around here. Let's go ahead and grab this one here. Big old Roma tomato. First one that I've harvested. Not quite red, but I'll let it finish in the house since I've got critters out here. Green beans, you're starting to look pitiful. Might end up picking some of those, I don't know. They're in there in that mess somewhere. The mulching that I had done with the grass started drying out, making a nice mulch there. Big old tomatoes. Uh-oh. No way. I had a big pink tomato right here. You remember that? Well, it's gone. And there's remnant. So something really big's taking it. Yep. That one too. Nice. Okay, well I'm gonna go ahead and grab this one since it's turning. I'm gonna put it in my basket and we'll put it in the windowsill. So now we know something's out here because it says, oh yeah, they got a garden, let's eat it. Big time sunflower way up there, huh? I know you guys probably get bored of me showing the same stuff over and over, but this is what I got. This is done leaned way over. Oh yeah, look. All that's leaned way over. Something big's up in here, probably a raccoon. Ew. All different kinds of bugs on this one. Starting to turn, so I'm gonna keep it. Look, they done got that off. Let's pluck it off. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be fighting these. That top string broke is what happened. I don't think I got out here much yesterday. Yeah, that's what happened. This top string broke off, which made this all fall. So maybe next year I need a double strand, each strand. That one's yucky. So now I got tomato vines in my walkway here. I just got a big mess on my hands, y'all. Let me go ahead and grab this one. This one's starting to turn. Let's go ahead and grab that because the way that this bug or whatever it is, not bug, pest. Aw, it's ripping. I didn't want to do that, but it ripped my tomato plant. Look, it's starting to turn pink. I think that's part of my pink tomatoes. Gotta carefully walk over here now so I don't step on nothing. Oh, let's not lose my tomatoes here. Get my phone out. Here's a couple here turning. Instead of leaving them on here to turn completely red, I guess I'm gonna have to pick them beforehand. I'm gonna leave the yellow ones though, so I'm gonna have to start picking ones that are orange. Here's it's yellow turning orange, but it's rotten on the bottom. All right then. Go ahead and get you, Roma. But over here. Okay. My basket's getting big. Cool. Looks like the cabbage is doing better when it's covered up in all this. It's not exposed. like those. So I don't know what to do. This is my other lamb's quarter. Here's an orange aroma. Let's just go on and grab that one. Now obviously I'm not able to eat all of these tomatoes all at once. So now was the time to plan and see what I needed to do with my tomatoes that I receive from the good Lord above. And let's see. My husband's texting me, just a moment. I decided that we're probably going to have salsa. That's probably what I want to make first. We seem to like it pretty well. And I have most of the ingredients for the salsa. I'm having to walk over here now because the way the tomatoes are. Let's see. Did I get anything on here? I got blooms, but I don't think I got any fruit because I was hoping this was pepper. Oh well. You win some, you lose some, right? That one's starting to turn. Alright. So the tomatoes don't rot before I use them, I got me a container in the house ready. I cleared out a spot in my freezer, and I'm gonna put the red tomatoes that are ripe into that container and put it in the freezer. It'll be easier to skin that away and easier to cut also. So I'm gonna cube the tomatoes. I just turned around and here's some onions that I missed. Let's go ahead and get them. And there's one back here. These are the purple onions. Grab those too. All right. I wanted to check on my watermelon plant here, which here it is. I guess it's wilting and drying up. We have no rain, so. Oh, that's what's going on here. No rain, everything's dry. Surprised I'm getting anything, really. I missed one right there, didn't I? Let me grab this one. Maybe even that one too. And these will be going in the windowsill to ripen up. So I'll meet you in the kitchen. Okay, I'm back here with my onions. I'm gonna scoop them two up there somewhere, and we'll put these other three right in here. All right. Okay, I'm in the kitchen now, and that still smells like dill, and it's pretty dry, so I think I'm gonna put this in a little jar here. if I can find one. Okay, I found a jar that I've been saving. It does say cinnamon on it. I haven't scratched off the label, but I'm gonna stick that in there. And then I'm gonna write a label to put on that. All right, I made a label with just regular computer paper and put some packing tape on it. Put it that it was from my garden, and the date, it was in August of 2025. So there's my deal for the first time. Woohoo! And I'll put it with my spices somewhere. Now to look at these, it's already up here. Of course, that one's not going to turn yet, but we had one of these the other day. They do have spots on them because, like I said, they're organic. I mean, we'll cut it out. No big deal. They are almost completely red, so I'll just leave them there. And then I'll start loading these up along the windowsill here. All right, now I've got them all up in my windowsill. That's a lot of tomatoes. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. Look at the difference between the pink tomatoes here and the cherry tomatoes and the aromas. I think these might be could be regular sized tomatoes. They didn't get very big. These are all the cherries. I think this one was a pink tomato that fell off the vine. And then these two were also the voluntary tomatoes, I believe. So there they are, sitting pretty in a row. The other set of tomatoes that I had, I put them in another little container and set them up here in my refrigerator. They're nice and red and beautiful and ready to eat, if you can tell. So what's going to happen is I'm going to keep these in here and use these as we want them. Once the other ones in the windowsill are red, they need to come into the refrigerator. And the ones in the refrigerator will go in my other container that I have found. And I put in my freezer here. I've got a spot to put my container. And I've got it sitting over there on the kitchen table because it's empty right now. So that's what I'll do with the tomatoes. And once that container gets full, then I can probably start processing and cubing everything up to make the fiesta salsa that I found. I found that recipe in this ball blue book that I bought. I don't know when I bought it, but it's been a few years. And I've got it marked in here. I got my notes and stuff that I've made salsa before, and I wrote down what it's supposed to be, and I wrote down what I actually put in it. And we found that the salsa wasn't really spicy. It was more like a, we call it like cilantro kind of spicy, which I liked it still. I still ate it. So I'm gonna try and have most of those ingredients in there. I might substitute. I have some chili peppers that we accidentally bought thinking they was pepperoncini peppers, I think. So I've got chili peppers that I can stick in there, make it spicy. Alright guys, such a beautiful day. And I do feel good. Brought my weed eater, my batteries, weed eater string. I've got my hedge shears here. And I've got this is an old planter bucket. I'm gonna cut starting here all the way down. I'm gonna put the grass clippings in this, and then I'll haul it to over there to cover up that cardboard for mulching. And then I'll go back and weed eat and make this look nice and pretty. So we'll see how far I get. I have uncovered 2 of the cabbages, and now we're at a tomato that has fallen over. So we're gonna get that tied up and trimmed up. Should be enough. That right in here. Putting my trash in my pockets. There you go. Now you're up all nice and tall. Trim off this brown here. All of these leaves have holes in them. I think that whole set died, and there's no tomatoes in those. Morning glory vine. As this one gets taller, I'll tie it to this at a later date. I had to sit down and rest under my beautiful peach tree, sitting on my cool little garden chair, and had to schedule my DoorDash, so sitting here and I see a butterfly. Do you see it? Trying to get my camera to focus and it flew away. Look who's over there watching me. baking. Well, it's done 4 o'clock. Pretty hot. My phone got too hot, so my time lapse stopped. But I got it all cut with my shears. Now I'm gonna go back and weed eat down further. Now that looks a whole lot better. Started about right here today. It looks a lot better. All the way down here to my watermelon plant, which I was hoping that it would grow down this walkway once everything over here was done. But you know, you live and you learn. What a jungle. This is what it looks like after I laid down the tall grass to kind of mulch over this cardboard. All this will die out. There's a whole nother jungle that direction. Craziness. I was able to lay my cucumbers up on the fence line. Alright, I got everything put up, and I'm gonna come and grab some green tomatoes. So I believe we want to fry up some green tomatoes with our burgers tonight. And there might be some green tomatoes over here on the ground. I'll go on and grab them. And we'll heat up the hamburgers, and I'll go ahead and deep fry French fries this time. Have the deep fryer hot for the fried green tomatoes. So we'll see what we do after dinner.